Have you wondered why when you go to some websites, any website about anything, why those ads are showing up that show up? Why these ads on Facebook show up? Often it's because you are telling your Google account what you want to see. Let me show you how you manage what Google shares with you in Google Ads. You must be logged into Google, whether it's Gmail or whatever Google tool you're using. And typically, as long as you're in a Chrome browser, it's really easy in a Chrome browser. You go over here where you see your picture and you click on that and you say manage your Google account. When you go manage your Google account, by the way, you can search the Google account, but you need to know what term to search for. In this context about what ads you see, go to data and privacy. Now, when you hit this page about data and privacy, you may very well want to pay attention to what else is on, because there are other things that you've turned on or turned off that could impact what Google knows about you. But let's go straight to down here to ads. Here it is right here, personalized ads. Now, before we go into my ad center, let's talk about partner ads settings. I'm going to click on that. So on this page here, the most important thing to pay attention to is this right here. Get personalized ads when you visit sites that partner with Google. Let's see, what's this little eye show me? You may notice ads powered by Google when you're not on Google sites, etc. This is all over the internet. I mean, anybody who has a website that's trying to make money through ads, they're partnering with Google Ads, and sometimes it's called AdSense. And these ads are all over their websites. A lot. I go to woodworking websites a lot. I go to tool websites a lot. I go to custom woodworking websites on a regular basis. Travel sites. All of those will have Google ads. And based on this setting right here, those are going to be influenced by my personal ad settings on Google if I leave this checked. So if you uncheck that, it's going to turn it off. And now what's going to happen, you're not going to have those personalized ads from Google when you visit those other websites. I prefer to have it on because, again, I would much prefer the ads be relevant to me in some way or another. I no longer want to see ads about diapers or shoes or, antihistamines or whatever advertisers are paying to put in front of anybody. I recommend leave this on. Now, let's go back to the previous page. Click on my personal ads on Google. Now, you want to pay attention to this because this is really important. First of all, if it's off, then you have no impact on what Google ads are being put in front of you in all kinds of places on the internet. However, you may want to pay attention to, are you telling them your gender, your age, and what language you are? Categories used to show ads. Are you saying that you're married, high income, bachelor's degree, industry, employer, home ownership, parenting? Some of this may be important to you to adjust. And if you don't want Google to know about your relationship, then you may want to simply go and say, use relationships to show ads? No, turn that off. And then you go back and you'll see that is now off. Maybe high income or bachelor's degree or industry or employer size. Maybe you don't want that impacting what ads, so you turn that off. And then go back and you'll see that employer is now off. So you might want to adjust these categories so that, again, if you're going to manage personalized ads, let's make sure that they are personalized to the degree that you want them personalized. Furthermore, you can come down here and see activity on sites and apps. That's on. So any activity that I have on other sites and in other apps is on. So now it's just saying to me, your activity, including things you've searched for, or sites and apps you've visited, can be used to influence which ads you see. Now, if I don't want that on, if I'm using Tinder or Bumble or some other obscure app, maybe I don't want that on. Turn off activities on sites and apps. So I'm going to turn this off. By the way, it's putting that in front of me very bluntly. To me, what that's saying is they really want that on. I'm going to turn it off and then go back. And then I can come down here and say, my YouTube history, What videos am I watching? Do I want that on? Maybe, maybe not. So I might want to turn that off. And again, they're very bluntly saying, leave it on and then go back and you'll see that YouTube's off, activity on sites, areas where you've used Google, where, means the general areas where you use Google sites and apps in the past can be influencing your ads. Maybe I'm doing something that I don't want to impact my ads. Turn that off, confirm it, and then go back, and you'll see that I've turned all that off. Now, again, I'm not telling you that you should turn all this off. What I'm trying to inform you is this. Understand where Google is getting its information to be able to personalize the ads that are in front of you. Now, again, I'm an advocate of if I'm going to be forced to see ads in social media, online, on other people's websites, etc., I would much rather those ads be relevant and personalized to me in some degree or another rather than totally irrelevant. However, there are some things that I may not want to tell Google about me, and I may want to have that excluded from this personalization. Now, by the way, while you're here, if you go to My Ads, Google's going to want you to help it influence the ads even more. Do you want to see ads about real estate, office, footwear? No, I don't want footwear. Do I want about underwear? I don't know why that's there. Do I want ads about clothing and rental listing and tires and drugs and health services? You're going to want to change whatever you can change so that you're no longer seeing the kind of ads that Google may think is relevant and personalized to you. And then you have brands. If I go here and see all for brands, this is all the different brands that Google may think. Here's topics, by the way. Here's brands. And I may say, I'm not interested in Soma or National Business. I'm not interested in Whirlpool or KitchenAid. I don't even know what Viva Barefoot is, or I don't need Belt. Turn off the stuff that you absolutely know you do not want to see ads for. And absolutely get rid of anything and everything that is totally irrelevant to you. I don't know what ClickBank, etc., Culver's. Get rid of all of that stuff so that it doesn't, so you're helping Google, again, be more clear about personalizing your ads. Furthermore, you can go about, look at sensitivity. Do you want to see ads about alcohol, dating, gambling, pregnancy? Maybe I need to see weight loss. You can, again, influence these personal ads. And if you're not doing this, here's what's happening. Google is using everything that it is allowed to use based on its privacy policies and based on what you've told it. Google's using everything it can to influence the ads and personalize the ads to the best of their ability to put it in front of you. By the way, you want, your recent ads, shop women's pajamas, designed by women for women. Let's see all that. Find ideas on Pinterest, 9 different types of boobs and bras. Now, total transparency, I did search for information about bra styles because I was doing a Wordle game, and that was a part of Wordle. But I don't need that anymore. So I actually saw an ad for furniture because I did a search for a really unique chair. I don't want to see that anymore. Ergonomic chairs, don't want that anymore, etc., etc. If you are not managing your information on Google, then Google's going to manage it for you and put in front of you the ads that it feels that you may be interested in. And by the way, you can't stop ads. I'm Teddy. I'm all about Google Workspace and Gmail, and I hope this is helpful for you.